Welcome back to another video and another weekend without any cyclocross races. 2 weeks now. I'm starting to go cold turkey. I'm not knowing what to do with myself. I'm like the guy from the Netflix program where he's like sitting shaking in the corner thinking, what am I going to do with my weekend? So much so that I'm out on a mountain bike. Who am I? What is this? And I also haven't picked up the camera for 2 weeks. I had some ideas to make some videos and the Rocket's like, they'll be boring, just do the race ones. So I was like, thanks for your support, wife. I tell you what though, mountain biking never gets any easier. Going up this hill, tried to take my hands off the handlebars then, almost fell off. I'm not used to these straight bars. But in all seriousness, I wanted to make this video. I said to the Rocket about it, and like this year's been a massive step up for me, going from like local league racing up to like national level UCI Cyclocross races. And I wanted to share like what I've learned. Yeah, you might not agree with it, but I've definitely learned a lot in this first like half of the season. So number one, this has been absolutely huge for me. Technical skills. The courses have just gone up a level. The technical ability you need, like there's off-camber sections which are tough, there's rutted downhills, and it's just been eye-opening. The step up from like your local league, the courses that we have at Wessex League are mega, but they just make these so much harder. And for me personally, I just feel like I've dismissed it so much, and I've said it in videos before where the whole story, oh, you can save half a second a corner, that's 20 seconds a lap, blah blah blah, and they're not wrong, but I always dismiss it. And it's made me realise cross isn't just about being powerful and an absolute monster fitness wise, but you have got to have some serious techers. You've got to have some skills, because getting around these corners, I'm going to insert some footage, hopefully I've still got it, of Nick Craig being an absolute cross beast. Just how he picks riders off and goes around the corners, absolutely insane. And there was this like bomb hole section at Derby, he went down it and he must have overtook about 3 or 4 guys in one hit just through having mega bike handling skills. And it's not just the places you can make up, it's the time and energy you can save throughout the course and not be absolutely blowing your biscuit on every corner, sprinting back onto a group or losing a gap on a descent like at Falkirk when I was absolutely bricking my pants going down that rutted descent. You just lose so much time that you can't afford to lose. Like, don't get me wrong, the boys at the front are absolute monsters, but they're also unbelievable at bike handling and getting around a course without using any extra energy. And that's why I'm out on the mountain bike today. I thought, God, you got to practice what you preach and practice doing a bit of downhill work. For me, I was like full roadie last year, hardly went on my mountain bike at all, and I think that has affected my bike handling skills massively. But in all honesty, I don't want to make excuses. You're going to be like, stop the excuses, but there's just not enough time in the day when you're full-time job to practice it all. So it's going to be a massive, slow, long process to get all of it to piece together and be half decent at cyclocross, or above average as the wife puts it. It is safe to say Nino Schurter has nothing to worry about. I still don't have the stabilisers off. I'm an hour in, I'm absolutely bricking it. But number 2 has got to be the race start. It is full ponies, it is full on, and it blows my mind every time. The camera doesn't do it justice. There isn't gaps. It is so close together. It's an absolute dogfight for every position. And someone said to me recently, it's like driving in London. If there's a gap, you've got to take it or someone else will. And it is so true. It is full on. It is aggressive. You've literally got like 80 guys going full chap, like full of testosterone, full of caffeine and God knows what else, into the first corner. And it's just, I'm just scared of it at the moment, and I need to get used to it. I'm just not aggressive enough. My levels of aggression caps. I once went to a boxing class when I was younger, probably about 13, something like that. My mate was into boxing. I stood there, some old boy come and whacked me on the side of the head, nearly knocked me sparko. And he said to me, he looked at me and he went, never drop your guard in my gym again. I walked around the rest of the night like that. It's safe to say I never went back, bloody hell. But honestly, everyone is so fast, and the reason why it's such a dogfight is because it will bottleneck at some point. And if you're caught in the traffic, you can get held up big time, can't get through, and it's just places lost, seconds lost. So everyone's trying to move up to avoid that, and it is full on. I just need to grow a pair, get used to it, and get physical. Number 3 is using practice wisely and practicing different lines. It's something I need to work on massively. I find myself always wanting to just go for that one line. I've chosen one line, that's the line I've got to take. But when you're a bit further back in the field, probably the guys at the front get to pick their dream line. But I remember going into the sandpit at South Shields and absolutely bricking it because I'd only practiced the right hand line, but that was full of traffic and you've just got to adapt to it. Whereas if I'd practiced that line on the left, I'd have known what was in store for me and I'd have been able to go in with so much more confidence, yet I've like slowed down into it, which is the worst thing you can do into a sandpit. You're meant to just absolutely whack it into it to carry as much speed as possible, and you come out the other side absolutely grinding it with no speed. And the course can just change so much from like practice to the race. There could be different lines, or another line could become better during the race, and if you've practiced it and know what sort of speed you can come into, etc., it will save you so much time. Rather than me, I've got to admit, I sometimes pick that muddy line because I know it's there and everyone's been using it, and it's just a chopper move. Number 4 is travel, and specifically how much fatigue it puts on the body doing all the traveling. Some of the drives are absolutely mammoth to get to these races, and I'm used to like just a 1 hour local drive. Now, I get there, I try and do my pre-race ride, spin the legs out. I've tried wearing compression tights on the drive to the race, and I get there, my legs are like 2 bits of string as it is, but they just feel awful and I just can't get used to it. And I'll be honest, I've got no idea what to do to make it any better, but I'm just guessing that everyone feels that way. And here she is, the main reason you all come to this channel, in the kitchen. Where's she? But you can't say that. Oh, you can't say that. Rocket, what have you noticed since the step up to UCI national races? Noticed anything?
They're a lot further away.
They are.
She's had romantic weekends in a travel lodge.
Oh yeah, we've had some lovely travel lodges. You've had some competition on the camera, haven't you?
I have.
I need to get the Rocket a better camera. She's had some competition, but she's whipping us up a storm. We've been doing HelloFresh. This is not sponsored. I am not big time to be sponsored by HelloFresh, but they are banging and they're absolutely idiot proof for me, so that is a result. I'm practically a cooking god, aren't I? Since we haven't made like a vlog like this in a while, and I am a cooking god. But one thing I have learnt recently is I am a terrible husband, informed by the Rocket, because spoiler alert, it's my birthday soon, and she told me she can't find a card for me because they all say, you said they all say
best husband
in the world, but that's not true. I was like, cheers, thanks for coming.
I thought you need to elaborate on that.
What's to elaborate on?
Like why you're not the best husband in the world. Like as if like, because obviously if you did your own washing and if you like swept the mud up that you bring in and stuff like that, then you might be. If you put up the photos of our wedding from 1.5 years ago on the wall, maybe if the light bulb there had been replaced.
Oh, that blood pesky light bulb. Yeah, but look, we're in a crisis. I'm saving us money by not changing that light bulb.
By going
beep, beep, beep. I'm going to beat that bit out, what she just said, because that is a surprise. Oh, and with the money I've saved, we've got a new bike coming.
Not we. No we involved, George.
Me has a new bike coming. Divorce is on the agenda. And I forgot to finish the video yesterday, but point number 5 is tyre pressure. Check it, double check it, make sure you're happy with it, because going into Falkirk, I remember going up that first climb and feeling like I was back on the rollers at the van, and that for me was the first time ever I've really noticed how important tyre pressure is. So just learning what tyre pressures work for you, what's going to give you the most advantage, most grip round the course is so important. And I hope you all appreciate this, but I am now the best husband in the world. I put a load of washing on this morning. Amen. And me and the Rocket are absolutely whacked. What's the time? It's now 3:30. We done auntie and uncle duty today. We took them bowling. That has put me off, kids, forever. What hard work. And to top it off, £53 for 4 people to go bowling. I've been robbed. It's daylight robbery. I'm never going bowling again. I think I've injured my thumb from putting a bowling ball. I twisted my ankle. It's a disaster. Any closing thoughts, Rocket? HelloFresh, sponsor us.
You ate all the biscuits. I couldn't have any biscuits with my tea. So you're not husband of the year.
I'm not husband of the year because I ate all the biscuits. Oops. But I hope you've enjoyed this slightly different video from the race videos and you can take something from it. I've enjoyed making it. And maybe this is the return of the vlog, which the Rocket will be extremely disappointed about because apparently it annoys her, me putting the camera in her face every day. But you never know, I prefer making these videos to the race ones. But I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll catch you in the next video.